This is one of the reasons why Charlie was so loved and so respected, and we're going to miss him.
By the way, what brings you to California, your favorite state?
It is this thing's falling. It is my favorite state in the union. You're doing such a great job here, by the way. No, I'm honored to be on the show. Thank you. And
you were just down at USC?
I was at USC yesterday, drew a big crowd.
By the way, I knew you were at USC early because my niece, who's graduating.
She was the one with the MAGA hat on.
She was, by the way, I do have to watch, but she was down there and she was like, she said,
you never know. These kids are going to the right.
I'm aware. She said, this crowd's crazy. He said, and the only reason she said, she would have said it perhaps otherwise, but she knew you were coming on. The worst part though, Charlie, no BS, true story. Literally last night, trying to put my son to bed. He's like, no, Dad, what time? What time's Charlie gonna be here? What time? And I'm like, dude, you're in school tomorrow. He's 13. He's like, no. This morning, wakes up at 6 something. He's like, I'm coming. I'm like, he literally would not leave the house.
Did you let him take off school?
No, he did. Of course not. He's not here for a good reason. But the point is
you canceled school for like 2 years. One day.
The point is the point, which is you are making a damn dent.
Thank you.
Yeah, Charlie was just such an effective communicator, and he was so effective at, quote unquote, reaching across the aisle. Here in this interview with Gavin Newsom, he's having a cordial, even a charming conversation with a man, the governor of California, who is just hated by so many people on the right. The Bible says that God hates the shedding of innocent blood. And you can see from interviews like this that Charlie was really innocent of so many of the charges that were levied against him, and even the reasons why this assassin killed him for supposedly being a racist and such a hater and a fascist. Charlie was anything but those things. And I think that's why his death, his martyrdom is going to be so impactful, I believe, for so many Americans, whether they're on the left or the right, because people see that this was an innocent man in many ways. He was innocent of the things that were spoken against him and the reasons why this young man killed him. But we've got to continue to follow in Charlie's example, and I'm a Christian, I'm a minister, I'm in full-time ministry, so oftentimes I think of ministry examples or parallels, and this reminds me of Billy Graham, the great late Billy Graham. He was known not just for being a powerful preacher, a great evangelist, but he was known as being someone that could sit down with liberals, with people that didn't believe in God, with atheists, and he was always so charming, and he was always so respectful, and showed them the love of Jesus no matter who they were. And that's who Charlie was. Charlie was respectful, he was loving, and he really just emanated the love of Jesus, and we've got to continue to do that and follow in that example. For more content to help you with your Christian walk, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe.